My, you managed to defeat the ferocious Jabberwock. It's hard to believe you were the same girl who I found sobbing all alone in a dark nightmare. You truly have grown strong.
Really? Thanks. You know, you still haven't told me your name.
I am Lucaon. And you?
I'm Cereza.
Cereza. What a lovely name.
Lucaon, who are you? Why are you doing so much to help me?
I am trapped deep in the heart of this forest by a powerful curse. But as a witch, I believe you have the power to break that curse. What's more...
What is it?
Your dream. You long to save your mother, don't you? That particular sorrow is one I know all too well.
You are also trying to find your mother, aren't you?
Yes. Even after countless moons, my mother still waits for me outside the forest. I want to go to her, to dry her tears. Cereza, please break my curse. If you destroy the final elemental core and come to the heart of the forest, my dream, our dream, will become a reality. We can leave this forest together. I will help you save your mother, and we can all live as families once again.
Lucaon, I understand. I'll do my best. I want to know more about you. There is so much we have in common.
I feel the same way. I have never met another who understood my pain, shared my dream.
Another meeting with Lucaon. Remembering the dream sent Ceresa's young heart aflutter. Cheshire noticed Ceresa's flushed cheeks and stared at her inquisitively.
Oh, it's nothing. Anyways, there is something I should explain while I have the chance.
Ceresa told Cheshire the reason she had entered Avalon Forest. Lucaon appearing in her dream, her quest to save her mother, and the power she was promised that waited at the heart of the forest. Cheshire was speechless. Entering the forest based on a half-remembered promise from a boy in a dream?
I know what it sounds like, but it's all coming true. The elemental cores were just as Lucaon said, right? These are more than mere dreams.
If he did not return to Inferno soon, Cheshire would surely die. The thought that he was chasing the whims of a love-struck child sent his blood boiling with rage. If I don't make it back to Inferno, the last thing I do in this miserable world will be tearing you limb from limb, roared the furious demon.
Lucaon could teach you a thing or two about how to talk to a lady. Nothing. Come on, let's go find that core.
Well, who do we have here? Frankly, I'm surprised you've made it this far. You even took care of the monstrous Jabberwock, violent even by fairy standards. I never expected a witch to come along and beat him. And you've destroyed another elemental core. But you don't seem happy. You're not hurt, are you?
No, we're fine. Hey, how about telling us where we can find the last elemental core? You know, don't you?
Yes, I've often said hurrying will get you nowhere.
You sound like my teacher. Come on, don't hold out on us.
Dear, dear. The final elemental core is in a particularly tricky part of this forest. Inside a fortress where only the most malicious of the fairies reside. No one who has entered that fortress has ever made it out. Still sure you want to go?
Oh, we'll go, all right. I'm a witch, and I'm way stronger now than when I set foot in this forest.
We can hope. But with your teamwork, maybe you don't have much to worry about. I'm tired of those cruel fairies myself. I'm hoping you can show them what's what.
Ceresa.
Who's there?
How could this be? Before Ceresa stood her mother.
Mummy? Is it really you?
Yes, my dearest Ceresa. Come this way.
Mummy? Is that you? Mummy?
Come this way.
Mummy, please don't go.
Yes, my dearest Ceresa.
Mummy, wait! Mummy, please! I'm coming, Mummy! Don't leave me again!
The shade vanished with a blood-chilling scream that echoed through the trees.
Mummy.
Cheshire's strike had shattered the illusion, but it had taken a frightful toll on Ceresa. She collapsed to her knees, her mother's final scream still ringing in her ears. Cheshire glanced down at Ceresa. He told her to hurry and get a move on, but the tears would not stop.
Come on! If I hadn't dealt with that shade, you'd be face down at the bottom of that cliff!
With each passing moment, the demon became increasingly annoyed.
Cheshire! How could you? How could you do that to her?
Unable to take Cheshire's abuse any longer, Ceresa leapt to her feet. Behind her tears, Ceresa's eyes burned with fury.
I save you, and this is the thanks I get! Maybe if you weren't so helpless, I wouldn't need to fight all your battles.
Cheshire was not about to back down.
Why am I not surprised? I wouldn't expect a demon like you to understand anyway. And just so we're clear, you say I'm weak, but you can't survive without me either, remember?
Look at you! You wouldn't last 5 minutes in this forest without me!
Their fight was quickly reaching its boiling point. Then came the straw that broke the demon's back.
Don't forget who summoned you here. Why don't you just behave like a proper demon and do as I say?
Cheshire's eyes narrowed. For a second, he was quiet. Cheshire broke the silence with a threatening growl.
I wish I'd never summoned you! Good. That's it. We're through.
Ceresa's final words echoed off the trees. Then all was still. Ceresa had certainly grown stronger since entering the forest. But even so, making her way alone was proving more difficult than expected. If only Cheshire were here.
No, I'm better off without that beast. I can make it through this forest myself.
Ceresa heard a familiar voice. It was Cheshire. Injured, he was fleeing from a group of fairies.
Not my problem.
Somehow, Ceresa had made it through. Solo adventuring was turning out much more difficult than she had anticipated. The optimism she had right after splitting up with Cheshire was long gone. Speaking of Cheshire, Ceresa couldn't help remembering him. A colossal iron structure stood before her eyes. It was a fort built by the fairies. Ceresa once again spotted Cheshire. Incapacitated by his wounds, he was surrounded by fairies.
What has he gotten himself into now? Nope, not going to worry about it.
But before she knew what she was doing, Ceresa had set off in Cheshire's direction.
I'm just going to take a look. Can't let anything happen to my stuffed cat. Who is he talking to?
The fairies had captured Cheshire. Within their ranks was one regal-looking fairy who stood out from all the others. He appeared to be talking to Cheshire, but it was too far to hear what he was saying.
What does that fairy want with Cheshire?
The fairies carried him into some kind of fortress.
Cheshire!
Forgetting the peril of her situation, Ceresa rushed to follow the fairies into their stronghold.
No good. There must be another way in. You!
The elusive white wolf had appeared right before Ceresa. It called out to her before running away.
Where are you going? You know another entrance? Listen, this fortress is crawling with fairies. I think you should sit this one out.
But the wolf just stared at her, showing no signs of moving. "Let's go together," the wolf's determined eyes seemed to be saying to her.
Thanks. You know, to be honest, I was a little scared going alone. Don't tell Cheshire I said that.
And so, Ceresa and the White Wolf infiltrated deep into the enemy's stronghold.
Cheshire!
They had finally found Cheshire. He was covered in wounds from head to toe. Hiding in the shadows, Ceresa was surprised to hear one of the fairies speaking words she understood. "It is simple. We just need the girl. Stay out of our way, and we will ensure your return to the demon realm." They were speaking in Nokian, the language of angels and demons. It sounded like the regal fairy was trying to strike a deal with Cheshire. Ceresa felt her heart beating in her chest. "What will it be? This is your last chance, demon." Ceresa waited for his answer with bated breath. Then she heard the familiar deep growl. "Oh, like I can trust a fairy. I'll devour every last one of you." Despite his battered body, Cheshire's eyes still smoldered with defiance.
Cheshire!
Thankfully, the White Wolf held the nearby fairies at bay.
Thanks! Cheshire!
The sudden appearance of two intruders had the fairy fortress in a frenzy. Ceresa seized the opportunity and freed Cheshire from his shackles. It was splendid teamwork.
Glad to see you're up for a fight. These naughty fairies are about to get punished.
Not bad. Better than your crying. Punishment, is it? With pleasure.
Both Ceresa and Cheshire were on fire.
Yes! Cheshire?
A large gash was cut on Cheshire's leg. Bits of cotton were falling out, along with his magical energy. The fairies had not been kind to their captive. Cheshire could hide his pain no longer.
That cut!
Unless the wound was mended, the magic-infused threads that bound Cheshire to this world would not last long.
Hold still. If you move around like that, you'll just make things worse.
Ceresa needed to suture the wound as soon as possible. There was only one way she could think to do it.
Remember, Ceresa, as blood flows through veins, magic flows through a witch's hair. Care for it as you would your most precious tool, and defend it as you would your very heart.
Sorry, Morgana, but I found something more important.
These were the precious locks Ceresa was growing out to resemble her mother. As expected, they worked their magic. Cheshire's wound closed in an instant.
Don't blame me if that teacher of yours has a fit,
Cheshire said quietly.
Don't worry, it'll grow back. Besides, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be in this mess in the first place. I promised to send you back. Umbra Witch's honor. What I'm trying to say is...
But before she could finish, Cheshire had already returned to his miniature form.
Well, get a move on, will you?
He added with a squeak.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Ceresa gave Cheshire a tight embrace. Somehow she felt that Cheshire was doing the same. Something made them stop. A strange presence. They were not alone.
Stop! Limited impetuous stepping so the sea will ruin our kingdom. We will not allow him to wake a cursed child from his slumber.
It was the regal fairy from earlier.
Hey! That fairy's speaking our language! I think...
Fine! Her insolence knows no bounds. Repent! For a king's anger, what suit is not easily questioned.
The regal fairy continued his haughty monologue. Still, his thick accent was nigh unintelligible.
This is hopeless. It must be some kind of fairy dialect. So, what? Are you saying you're the fairy king or something?
Insolence! Before us all, bend the knee. Loose with 4 legs, bend 2. The very trees of Avalon bow before us to pay unanimous. Large or dramatic effect. Puka, the one true king of Avalon Forest.
What? Okay. So it was you who did all that awful stuff to Cheshire. I see a royal behind in need of a good spanking.
Cheshire looked happy to oblige.
Human and demon dead challenge Puka, whose name strikes me across all three realms. We should call out a blast from the heaven and make the room free.
sky's full of surprises. We better run! to business. They just keep coming! We have to take down that fairy! Come here! magic to fix it. Back to Paradiso with you. Now. If it's broke, fix it. Say your prayers. Let's get him. Let's get him, Cheshire.
Even should the pyre consume our very self, these interlopers shall go no further.
What's he saying now? I have a bad feeling about this.
The two sensed danger in the fairy named Pucca's words and began to run.
Long live the fairy kingdom! Lovely Pucca.
What? What was with that guy? What are you on about? What the? Oh, give me a break!
Realizing what had happened, Ceresa hurriedly began wiping her face clean. The spectacle was too much for Cheshire. He rolled with laughter.
Oh, now it's personal. That creepy fairy best hope we never cross paths again. Okay, Chucklepuss, joke's over. All right, let's get a move on.
Ceresa frowned and stormed off. Trying unsuccessfully to control his laughter, Cheshire followed after. But each glance at Ceresa sent him back into fits of seam-bursting chortles. The sphere burned with a bright red light. The two had arrived at the final elemental core.
And that's number 4. We destroyed all the elemental cores. You know what that means? Here's the last elemental power. Let's give it a try. Ceresa let out a sigh of relief. The wolf seemed as energetic as ever. You're going to take us to Lucaon? We must be getting close. Come on, Cheshire, hurry!
Morgana's ghostly form appeared. She took one look at Ceresa and furrowed her brow.
Ceresa, what have you done with your hair?
Sorry. I needed it for something.
Ceresa explained how she had used her hair to save Cheshire.
For the sake of the demon! Ceresa, never forget who is the master and who the subject. Under normal circumstances, now would come a stern lecture, but that will have to wait for your safe return. My spell is almost complete. I will have you out of that forest soon. Just hold on a bit longer.
Oh. Thanks, Morgana.
The fairies are a formidable foe. But use all I taught you and defeat them. May the moon light your path, Stay safe, Cereza.
Oh, I'll defeat them all right. And after that, I'll meet Lucan, get that power, and send you back.
Cereza and Cheshire exchanged a glance. Getting the power from Lucan would mean the end to their journey. It would mean saying farewell.
Come on. We're almost there.